stop everything. The Crimson Tide is under attack, and the timing couldn't be worse. Just days before the most important game of the season, when Alabama should be locked in, laser-focused and sharpening its claws for Oklahoma, a media firestorm has erupted, dragging the Crimson Tide straight into chaos. And at the center of it all, head coach Kalen DeBoer. Out of nowhere, his name is exploding across headlines as the top candidate to replace Michigan's disgraced coach, Sherrone Moore. Let's rewind. In Ann Arbor, things just imploded. Moore, once seen as a rising star, has been fired amid a full-blown scandal involving stalking charges and home invasion, a PR nightmare for Michigan. They're desperate, and desperate teams make bold, often reckless moves. Almost instantly, the Wolverines launched into a nationwide search for their next head coach. And guess whose name shot to the top of their wish list like a missile? That's right, DeBoer, our guy, the leader of Alabama, the commander of the Tide. Now imagine the locker room, imagine the pressure. In Tuscaloosa, players are healing wounds, studying film, mentally preparing for battle. And suddenly, the man they're fighting for is being publicly courted by a rival program in total freefall. The media, they're not helping. ESPN, Twitter, podcasts. They're feeding the frenzy, stirring the pot, turning this into a circus. And Alabama fans, outraged, betrayed, furious. The timing of it all feels like sabotage. But in the middle of this storm, when it felt like everything was spinning out of control, one voice rose above the noise, and it wasn't the coach. In the heart of this hurricane, when the headlines were screaming and Twitter was melting down, it wasn't a veteran coach or a university spokesperson who stepped up. It was a teenager. Ryan Williams, Alabama's rising star and fan favorite wide receiver, grabbed the mic and dropped a line that stopped the bleeding. Outside noise is outside noise. We're focused on our voices inside. With that, he turned chaos into calm, at least for a moment. His words weren't just media soundbites. They were a masterclass in leadership. Ryan, barely old enough to vote, showed more maturity than many of the talking heads fueling this narrative. He made it clear, the locker room is locked in. The team isn't flinching. They're not reading the rumors. They're not listening to distractions. They're zeroed in on one mission, Oklahoma. And that's exactly the mentality championship teams are built on. Meanwhile, the noise outside keeps growing. Let's talk facts. Kalen DeBoer isn't just a name. He was the name to surface immediately when Michigan fired Moore. But let's not forget, this isn't the first time his loyalty's been questioned. Earlier in the season, Penn State was lurking in the shadows after the Iron Bowl. Back then, a loss might have opened the exit door. Now, we're one step away from glory. The stakes are way higher, and so is the scrutiny. Yet insiders like Pete Thamel and Paul Finebaum are split. Thamel called DeBoer the starting point for Michigan's search. Finebaum raised eyebrows with a cryptic, "Watch this space." But others, like Chris Lowe, say it's unlikely he'd walk out mid-playoff. And they might be right. DeBoer hasn't shown signs of doubt, not publicly at least, but silence breeds speculation, and speculation breeds fear. But if Alabama fails on Friday, will this media storm become a tsunami? This is no longer just about a coaching rumor. It's about something far deeper: respect, reputation, and legacy. Alabama doesn't just play for wins. It plays for dominance, for culture, for history. And right now, that legacy is being tested not just by Oklahoma, but by every whisper, every article, every doubt thrown at the program. Yes, Michigan has money. Yes, Michigan has desperation. But they don't have what Alabama has: a tradition that's bigger than any paycheck. The bond between this team, this coach, and this fan base was forged in fire. And now the media wants to pour gasoline on it right before the biggest game of the year. That's not reporting, that's sabotage, and the fan base knows it. But let's face it, what if? What if DeBoer really is listening? What if the silence isn't strength but strategy? If he walks away, it won't just be a news story. It'll be a scar, one that'll sting for years. The players are locked in, the fans are holding the line. Now it's time for the coach to show his hand, not with words, but with a performance that leaves no room for doubt. The answer will come, not in a press conference, but on the field. This all started as rumor. It could end as redemption, or it could explode into betrayal. It's not just a game anymore, it's a turning point. Do you think Deboer is loyal to the Crimson Tide, or is this the calm before a betrayal? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from every corner of Crimson Nation. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on the bell, because we're not backing down. Before we wrap this up, just one thing. To every single one of you who's been showing up, commenting, liking, sharing, and standing strong with the Crimson Tide, thank you. Seriously, you're not just viewers, you're part of this team. And your energy, it's what fuels this entire channel. We've seen your support, we've felt it in every video. And if you've ever typed "Roll Tide" in the comments, just know you're the heartbeat of this tribe. Let's keep the fire going. Let's keep the debate alive. And whatever happens out there on the field, we ride together, roll tide today, tomorrow, and forever.